Hi there. Today I'm starting a new series focusing on economic inequality. Economic inequality, a phenomenon characterized by disparities in income and wealth distribution, has grown increasingly pronounced in recent years. Despite the rapid expansion of global economies, a significant portion of the population remains excluded from the benefits of economic growth. This discussion will delve into the factors contributing to economic inequality, how to measure it, its implications on societies, and potential measures to mitigate its impact. Before I continue, however, do visit our website where I curate news and publications from international financial organizations and world central banks. Topics cover a wide range of financial and economic issues that affect individual countries or the world economy. For instance, COVID-19, inflation, or the war in Ukraine. Please also subscribe to this channel and be informed whenever we publish a new video. One can identify several factors contributing to economic inequality. 1. Technological advancements. As technological progress accelerates, the demand for high-skilled labor increases. Those with advanced skills and education are more likely to benefit from technological advancements, while low-skilled workers face unemployment or wage stagnation. This divergence in employment opportunities and income growth further exacerbates economic inequality. 2. Globalization. The integration of economies worldwide has led to increased competition for jobs and resources. Lower skilled workers in developed countries are often vulnerable to job loss due to outsourcing, as companies seek to lower production costs by moving operations to countries with cheaper labor. This displacement contributes to growing income disparities. 3. Tax policies and government regulations. Fiscal policies can either reinforce or mitigate economic inequality. Progressive tax systems, where the wealthy pay a higher percentage of their income in taxes, can help reduce income disparities. However, when tax systems favor the wealthy, such as through tax breaks or loopholes, economic inequality can worsen. Additionally, deregulation in financial markets can lead to wealth concentration among the elite, further exacerbating the issue. To better understand and address the challenge of economic inequality, it is essential to develop suitable indicators that can accurately measure economic disparities within and between nations. One such indicator is the Gini coefficient, a widely used statistical measure of income and wealth distribution. The Gini coefficient, developed by Italian statistician Corrado Gini in 1912, is a mathematical measure of income or wealth distribution within a population. The coefficient ranges from 0 to 1, where 0 represents perfect equality, that is, everyone having the same income or wealth, and 1 denotes absolute inequality, that is, one individual possessing all the income or wealth. So how can we apply the Gini coefficient? 1. National and international comparisons. The Gini coefficient is frequently used to compare levels of economic inequality between countries or to analyze changes in inequality within a nation over time. It allows policymakers and researchers to identify trends and patterns and make informed decisions regarding social and economic policies. 2. Evaluating policy impact. The Gini coefficient can be used to assess the effectiveness of various policies and interventions aimed at reducing economic inequality, such as progressive taxation or social welfare programs. 3. Analyzing other forms of inequality. Although primarily used for income and wealth distribution, the Gini coefficient can also be applied to other types of inequalities, such as education, health, or land ownership. Advantages of the Gini coefficient over other measures. 1. Simple and intuitive. The Gini coefficient's simplicity and clear interpretation make it an easily understandable measure for both policymakers and the public. 2. Widely recognized. The Gini coefficient is a well-established and globally recognized measure of economic inequality, which facilitates comparisons between countries and over time. 3. Flexibility. The Gini coefficient can be applied to various types of data, including income, wealth, and other forms of inequality, making it a versatile tool for analysis. However, the Gini coefficient is not without some limitations. 1. Insensitivity to distributional changes. The Gini coefficient is not sensitive to changes within the income distribution, making it difficult to discern whether inequality is driven by disparities among the poor, the rich, or the middle class. 2. Lack of information on absolute income levels. The Gini coefficient only measures relative inequality and does not provide information on the absolute income or wealth levels of a population. 3. Inequality within subgroups. The Gini coefficient does not account for variations in inequality within different subgroups of a population, such as ethnic, gender, or regional differences. Here are the 10 best and worst performing countries according to the Gini coefficient, based on the 2021 data from the World Bank. The 10 best performing countries, that is lowest Gini coefficient, indicating lower income inequality. 1. Slovenia, with a Gini coefficient of 0.24. 2. Czech Republic, 0.25. 3. Finland, 0.25. 4. Iceland, 0.25. 5. Slovakia, 0.26. 6. Norway, 0.27. 7. Belgium, 0.27. 8. Denmark, 0.27. 9. Netherlands, 0.27. 10. Austria, 0.27. The 10 worst performing countries, that is highest Gini coefficient, indicating higher income inequality. 1. South Africa, with a Gini coefficient of 0.63. 2. Namibia, 0.58. 3. Eswatini, 0.54. 4. Suriname, 0.52. 5. Zambia, 0.52. 6. Central African Republic, 0.51. 7. Lesotho, 0.50. 8. Mozambique, 0.49. 9. Guinea-Bissau, 0.49. 10. Colombia, 0.49. It's important to note that while the Gini coefficient provides a snapshot of income inequality within a country, it doesn't fully capture the complexity of the issue or the total well-being of a country's citizens. Other factors such as social safety nets, access to education and healthcare, and political stability also play a crucial role in determining a country's total socio-economic well-being. So, what are the implications of economic inequality? 1. Social unrest. High levels of economic inequality can lead to social tensions and unrest, and those who feel excluded from economic growth may demand greater social and economic justice. These tensions can manifest in various forms, including protests, labor strikes, or even political instability. 2. Economic consequences. Economic inequality can have negative effects on a country's economic growth. As income disparities widen, lower-income individuals may have reduced access to resources, such as quality education and healthcare. This can result in a less productive workforce and hinder economic development. 3. Health and well-being. Studies have shown that societies with higher levels of economic inequality tend to have poorer public health outcomes, higher crime rates, and lower levels of total well-being. These consequences can create a cycle of disadvantage, as those in lower socio-economic brackets face additional barriers to improving their circumstances. What measures can be implemented to mitigate economic inequality? 1. Education and skill development. By providing accessible, high-quality education and vocational training, societies can equip individuals with the skills needed to succeed in the evolving labor market. This can help bridge the gap between high-skilled and low-skilled workers and reduce income disparities. 2. Progressive tax policies. Implementing a fair and progressive tax system can help redistribute wealth more equitably. Such policies may include higher tax rates for the wealthy, closing tax loopholes, and implementing wealth taxes or inheritance taxes. 3. Social safety nets. Comprehensive social welfare programs can provide support to those most affected by economic inequality, such as low-income families, the unemployed, and vulnerable populations. These programs can include affordable health care, housing assistance, and income support. To conclude, economic inequality poses a significant challenge for modern societies as it threatens social cohesion, economic growth, and well-being. By working together, policymakers and society at large can strive to create a more equitable and prosperous future for all. The Gini coefficient is an essential tool for measuring economic inequality, offering a simple and widely recognized measure that can be applied across various types of data. However, it is crucial to recognize its limitations and consider complementary indicators to obtain a more comprehensive understanding of economic disparities. By employing the Gini coefficient alongside other measures, policymakers and researchers can better assess the impact of social and economic policies, ultimately working towards a more equitable society. By understanding the causes and consequences of this phenomenon, policymakers and stakeholders can work together to address the root causes of this inequality and develop targeted and effective strategies to address and reduce these disparities. Through policies such as progressive taxation, investments in education and skills training, and promoting inclusive growth, it is possible to create a more equitable and prosperous future for society.